What is stopping you from taking action? Are you waiting for the right moment or the right resources to take action? I can totally relate to that. Difficulty in making decisions can be caused by several factors, such as fear of failure, lack of confidence, or lack of information. I personally have had times where I question myself when to make a decision. Struggle can definitely be real. This will indeed affect our ability to get work done and to also achieve our goals in life. A research article published by Mental Health America states, when we are under stress, certain neurotransmitters may flood the brain, changing the functioning of the prefrontal cortex in the memory center in the brain. This impairs our working memory and in turn, our ability to make both quick and thought out decisions. There are many causes of indecisiveness, but some of the most common include low self-confidence, stress, and anxiety. If you often struggle with making decisions, don't worry, you're not alone. Indecision is the most common psychological problems that people face. I do experience that too. I will share with you ways in which I personally handle indecision that is helping me take action and also helping me achieve my goals. Rise and grind, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, stay tuned to get transformed and to get tips that can help you become more productive. Now let me share with you some of the strategies that can help you get better at making decisions. The first one is to define your goal. You have to clearly understand what you want to achieve with a decision that you're going to make. It serves as a great motivation for you initially. If the goal is to get a job that pays better, you have to make a decision to apply for that job. You will most likely be motivated by your situation at hand. If you need a better job, you are probably facing some financial situations which should propel you to want to get a new job. With a goal in mind, your decision making will be fairly easy. A well-defined goal is going to provide you with a direction that is going to help you execute and take action. Number two is gather information. Now that you have a clear and defined goal, you need to collect relevant information and data. And this is going to help you make calculated decisions. The more information you have, the better your decision is going to be. In the case of wanting to get a better job, you need to gather information on different opportunities as far as jobs that will be of interest to you. Or maybe you decide to start a YouTube channel. You need to find information that is relevant, that is going to help you and guide you in starting this channel that you have in mind. You're going to be a lot more motivated to take action with the information that you have gathered relevant to the goal that you want to achieve. Without much information about your interest, you will not be compelled to make a decision to take any action. Number three is identify options. With enough information about your interest, now you get to decide, what option am I going to go with? You brainstorm your ideas for potential solutions to your problem. In the case of getting a job, you probably have some financial situations that you need to resolve. Perhaps you could be deciding between two jobs, or you're considering some other avenues in making money. Maybe a small venture or business that is going to generate some income. Having these options and breaking it down will get you to make a more proper and clear decision. Number four, consider the pros and cons. Now that you have some potential options, you get to decide what the best move is. You are going to evaluate each option's pros and cons. That is the advantages and disadvantages of each option. Create a list or use a decision-making matrix to compare your options. You can break these down in the criteria of cost, quality, and time. Weigh your options. Which one is going to give you the most return? Number five, assess the risk involved. When making a decision, you need to do an assessment to identify potential risks. And also you need to identify the uncertainties associated with the action you are going to be taking. Consider how you might mitigate these risks. If there is nothing to lose, nothing should hold you back. Think about something you have been wanting to do for a long time. And if you have nothing to lose, you probably have something to gain. Number six is set priorities. Determine the most critical factors or criteria that will influence your decision making. I recommend that you use the Eisenhower Matrix. Rank these factors and criteria in order of importance or in order of urgency. Number seven, seek insights. This is when getting advice and mentorship really comes into play, or getting perspective from friends and colleagues. Accountability becomes very valuable here. Be sure to use positive influence that can guide you in making good decisions. And you probably heard that you can't solve problems with the same brain that caused it. It is always good to get an outside perspective regarding the decision that you're going to be making. External viewpoints can provide you with valuable insight to guide you to take proper action. Number 8, avoid decision fatigue. When responsibilities keep mounting, you get frustrated. When life circumstances start to get overwhelming, we become really numb and indecisive. It is advisable to not make important decisions when you are tired or overwhelmed. Decision fatigue can definitely impair our judgment. Take breaks if needed. Rule of thumb is that you don't make decisions when you are angry, sad, or overly excited. Wait till you are somewhat level-headed when you can logically think through different options before you can make that decision, or get perspective from other people that have great sense of judgment. This is simply because emotional decisions can come back to hurt us. And you've probably heard before that don't make permanent decisions over your temporary feelings. Number 9, trust your intuitions. Once you have logically thought through things, such as benefits and the risks, it's time to make a decision. You should not hold back. In some cases, your gut feelings or intuitions can be a valuable guide. You should definitely balance your intuitions and your instincts with rational analysis. Number 10, consider the long-term effects. Think about how your decision is going to impact you in the future. You shouldn't just think about the short term. This is really speaking to the risks and the benefits that it has for you in the near future. Number 11 is scenario planning. This really depends. Sometimes you have to make instant decisions, and sometimes you really have to make a very important decision that takes some time and some logic to really jump to action. Some decisions are going to be requiring you to be thinking through it and making assessment before an action is taken. Play scenarios in your mind and also assessing them in terms of the risks and the benefits that is going to be presented to you. Imagine different scenarios. Think about how each scenario is going to play out and how you would respond to them. Number 12, make a decision and commit. Sometimes waiting for the perfect moment or perfect time can limit and impair our decision-making process. Procrastination is most times caused by indecisiveness, which is going to in turn lead to missed opportunities. Once you've evaluated your options, make a choice and commit to it. Don't wait, take a leap of faith. Number 13, review and learn. Mistakes are bound to happen in life. If you always think about what is going to go wrong, you are definitely going to be hesitant in taking action because you try to be perfect and to avoid any mistakes that comes along with the action that you're going to take. However, making mistakes are your opportunity to learn. And of course, mistakes are inevitable. You will have the opportunity to learn from those mistakes. You have the opportunity to assess every decision that you make. If it is good, you definitely think about repeating that. However, if you make a mistake, that is fair opportunity for you to learn from it and take better action. You can use the feedbacks you get to improve your decision-making skills in the near future. 14 is embrace uncertainty and adapt. You have to understand that not all decisions will have a clear right answer. You don't always see the end of the road that you're on. You only know exactly where you are at that moment when you think about taking that action. Sometimes you must make the best choice based on the information available to you at the moment. The best choice is definitely going to put you in a position where you have the opportunity to go through an experience. You have to be prepared to adapt and modify your decision and the action that you took. You have to be adaptable when circumstances change or new information emerges. You can adapt and make changes. 15, practice decisiveness. Decision making is a skill that improves with practice. Don't shy away from making mistakes. The best opportunity really is mastering the 5-second rule that you are going to need to help you make instant decisions. And of course, when you master how to make instant decisions, you are going to in fact improve your long-term big decision making. For the 5-second rule, whenever you have to make an instant decision, you have to count in your head 5 seconds and then take that action. This is going to build your confidence over time. In instances where I had to make a decision right away. An example I have is with networking settings. When I attended networking events and I have the opportunity to initiate conversations, I used to be hesitant until I started implementing the 5-second rule. And this really helped me a lot. The 5-second rule has really been a life changer. It is a great confidence building tool for me because it has improved my self-esteem. It can really boost your self-esteem too and definitely increase your confidence. That's all I have for you right now. Remember that effective decision making is a continuous process. The more you practice to be decisive, the better you get. It's about making the best choice with the information available to you and resources that you have at that time. Sometimes you don't have the time to get perfect information and you have to take a leap of faith and experience the process. Trust the process and take the best action that you can. Check out my other videos to get more productivity content. Keep on grinding and catch you in my next video. Peace.